Howdy, Possum Patty here with a quick new project. Yeah, I know. But you know, sometimes you're just in the mood to start something new because you've been watching everybody's videos and they're having a lot of fun making different things. And I'm a real monkey see, monkey do, and I like to try new things. So I just want to get some things started. I know if you look, if you look at the bookshelf, the top 3 rows, there's 20 journals completely finished, journaled in, done. So that is 20 complete projects. But then if you look at the next 2 shelves, there's a lot of things there that have been started. And that's not even where the trashy journals are. They're in their own little bucket. I had to move them off the shelf because, yeah, lots and lots of journals to play in. No, it doesn't stress me out. I'm just a moody journaler. And sometimes I want to do art, and sometimes I want to do pasting, you know, glue book, collage kind of things. And sometimes I want to do memory keeping or daily journaling or, you know, journal about an adventure. So, you know, I just grab one, the one that I'm in the mood to work in. Anyway, everybody's making these mushroom-shaped journals or flower-shaped journals. And I know I have a flower-shaped one over there that I'm getting ready to work in after I work in my spring journal. It's a little golden book. But I thought, how fun is that to make and even if I just use it for collaging or art or happy mail, and it doesn't matter. So everybody's getting, you know, like brochures or flyers or something. So I have this really pretty one, The Last Green Valley. Doesn't that sound wonderful? The Last Green Valley. That's where I live. I live in the Last Green Valley. It is a National Heritage Corridor. And what that is, if you're in an airplane and you're flying from Boston to New York, say, so you're going over Connecticut. Where I live is there's a river valley there, and all the other river valleys in Connecticut are kind of built up, you know, a lot of industries, you know, and towns and things like that along the rivers. But when you fly over our river valley, it's kind of dark at night. There's not much lit up. It's kind of the quiet corner of Connecticut. Yeah, there's not a lot going on here. A lot of nature going on. A lot of rock hounding going on. But, you know, anyway, let's get to it. So I'm going to take this pamphlet. It's kind of big now that I'm looking at it. I thought it was smaller. But it's got some pretty pictures already in it. There's a clear-winged moth there. Now I don't want to cut it up. Oh, look at the bees. All right, I'm going to go and see if I can find another one. Then I can use the pictures from this one to decorate. Let me see what I come up with. Oops, false start. Come on along. Well, I found a couple more. Yeah, I collect too much trash. So I may cut this one up for the nature pictures that are in here. And then I found this one, and I'm like, oh, more nature picture. Oh, oven bird. Oh, I had one on my front porch one day. Oh, it's Freddie. This has got a few. Oh, it's got turkeys. We saw turkeys the other day. Not as many, though. Oh, look at that gobbler right there. Ah, isn't he gorgeous? And then I got this one. I think this one is just about the right size. So I'm going to save those other 2. And I'm going to cut this into a mushroom shape. Something like that. So I guess you draw it on the cover. Do I want all the pages to be the same size? Why not? Doesn't matter. Everything's going to get covered up, so I can use a Sharpie. I hate this really, what do you call it? Shiny stuff. Just give myself an idea. I guess it doesn't matter. There's more there's more garbage where this came from. Do I want a wider bottom? Yeah, I think it'd be, oh, you know what? I'm gonna cut it first, but I'm gonna wind up taking those staples out and sewing it, I think, because I don't like staples. I mean, I like staples, but now it doesn't have to be perfect. That is a fat mushroom. That's okay. I like it. I like it. Mushrooms are all shapes and sizes, just like people, and fairies too. Do I want to make this a fairy journal? I can make it mushrooms and fairies, couldn't I? Now, I did the first one just with one, but I could probably cut two at a time now. And I'm going to decorate the cover. No, I'm going to cut all the pages, then I'm going to take it apart and sew through the middle. I gotta think about how I want to do that. This is our river is Quinnebog, the Quinnebog River. I might have to put some gesso or something on this first page because it is really slick. It is really shiny. I might have to gesso all the pages. This might be one of those projects that are going to take me a while. If I start gessoing. Oh, you know what I could do? I could take the pages apart now. And then I could gesso. I can gesso them a little bit. Give them a little bit of gesso. And then sew it back together. And then I'll be ready to collage. So I think that is the plan. Okay, now I could trim this up, fix it up a little bit. You can make the pages different sizes if you want. Some people make the cover a little bit bigger than the pages that are on the inside. I don't know if I'm going to do that. All right, this is going to look strange when I open it up, so I'm going to check it out and see if I like it. I can make it a little smaller. I might make it a little smaller. Okay, now she's trying to cut through all the layers at one time and it's not really working out. I think I like that a little better. It's still fat mushroom, but you do want to have some room to journal, so I'm going to leave it like that. right, now, next step is take out the staples. No one has gotten back to me about winning these butterflies, and I really love to get them into the mail. I have Christine Vidal, Just LM, and Leslie at Hillbillies Creativity. And if you want to win these, you have to contact me. My email is either in my About section, but it's also in the video where I pick the winners for these. So you need to go to that video and get my email address and let me know, because next time I go to the post office, if I haven't heard from these people and I don't know how to get in touch with them because they don't, well, this one, she has a channel. I'll go over to her channel and tell her. But these two people, Just LM and Christine Vidal, I mean, they have channels, but they've, you know, there's no videos or anything I can comment on. And, yeah, if I don't hear from these people, I'm just going to send them out willy-nilly and just do a random act of kindness and send them out to somebody. Because that's why I got them. I want them out there. I'm thinking about putting a strip of material in the center. There are four mushrooms. 4 mushrooms. Each mushroom has 4 pages, 16 pages, and that is just about right, I think, for this kind of a journal. All right, now I have to go get my gesso and gesso these up. I hope the gesso will stick to this. It is so shiny. This is my nail file. Rough it up a little bit. Ooh, took a lot off. Gesso. All right, I'm just going to put gesso on one side, and then I'll give that a little while to dry. And then I'll come back and gesso the other side. So gesso is just like a surface prep. So I'm hoping, you know, I won't have a hard time gluing everything down once I get the gesso on. It also, you know, going to dull some of these advertisements and things that are on the brochure. You don't have to be terribly neat because it's just going to get covered up. So just prepping the surface. Okay, I have both sides gessoed now. And I don't know why, but this just popped in my head. You know how you just, like, sometimes want to try something new. I'm thinking about stitching these strips of material. Now, these are the strips, you know, you get from the Dollar Tree craft fabric. 2 inches by 36 inches. And you get, what, 3 in a pack for $1.25. And I'm thinking, well, you know, for $1.25 you can get a fat quarter at Walmart. So is this a good deal? Well, I guess it's only a good deal if, you know, you want a variety of fabrics, because you do get 3 different kinds in each pack. So maybe it's a deal that way. If you only need a little bit and you want a lot of different varieties, or else you'd be spending a lot more money. Anyway, so I'm thinking about sewing these so that this would be on here and this one will be on here. So when I put it together, it's going to have 2 different fabrics like that. They're from a couple of different packs. Like these two packs went together. And this is actually from two different packs. But I like the bees with the flowers. And I'm going to put the mushrooms in the middle. And then I like the butterflies with these orange dots. I think they're actually from two different packs, but that's okay. And then on the outside, I'm going to put the mushrooms. So I'm going to go ahead and try and sew these on and see how that looks. But before I put it all back together again, I'm thinking that I want something else. Like maybe a pocket. Or if I had an envelope. Oh, here's some envelopes. I was looking for, I had these like waxy plastic bags. Something like fairy pockets in between. You know, just to give it a little bit more interest than just the mushroom pages. I could put some envelopes in there, like some pockets, or I could put, I want something fairy-like, like thin paper or thin material. I have these Deli pages. Just something glassine-ish. Glassine-ish. But I don't have to worry about that right now because right now I have quite a bit of sewing to do. These fit perfectly in the machine, but even if it was a little big, I could bend up the page like that, so that doesn't matter. I use a little bit of a glue stick to hold the material in place before I sew. And I'm just doing a straight stitch down one side. Across the bottom. And back up the other side. And across the top, of course. And because I'm sewing both sides at the same time, I only have to do it 4 times instead of 8. I'm using the thread that was in the machine. It's kind of like a maroon color, but that's fine. So I got to do this 2 more times. And then I still have to think about what I want to put in the middle. Well, I sewed it together. Let's see if it's going to work. I started pulling, ooh, I made that spine very thick. That's okay. I started pulling out all kinds of ribbons and trims and paper bits, and I'm like, I could be doing this all night long and it's getting late, so let me just put something in there, and if I want to add more things, I can do that as I go along. So this will be the cover. It'll get all collaged, of course. And on the first page, I added this blue netting and this beautiful butterfly card that was gifted me. And of course, here's the butterfly material. And I just wanted to put in something magical, something sheer and sparkly. Because you know, you want to attract the fairies to your journal. So I found this green that is so sparkly, and I put this envelope, which is open at the top, but this needs to get glued down. The flap needs to get glued down. So you can put things in the pocket up here. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I can sew little sequins on it or pin something to it or glue something to it. I don't know. I just wanted to put it in there. There's my rainbows, and here's some blue sparkly. And this one has a piece of stationery that someone gifted me. And the envelope that goes with it. And I cut this end so I could put things in there. But again, I guess this needs to get glued down. Why do I keep trying to glue with the lid on? Because I usually have the lid off. Come on, stay down. All right, leave the lid off. My bees and my flowers. The center with the mushrooms. And then this side will be the same. Put more glue. And I got some more of that sheer netting with sparkles on it. The other side of the envelope. The green sparkly. And this is the other side of the card, so I have to decorate that. And then I've got this pretty, it's a light blue. I know it's hard to see, but it's a really pretty light blue. And that is it. Now the spine is very fat because I've put all that material in the center there. And I'm knocking things everywhere here. Let me put them back. Okay. But that's okay, because once I start adding layers and layers to the pages, then, you know, they'll fill out too. So it'll be a chunky mushroom. Well, I like the way the fabric looks. You can give me your opinion below if you would like in the comments. I know it's hard to picture what it's going to look like once it's, you know, all decorated out and everything, but yeah, so that's it. So, like I said, it was getting late. Spent a lot of time just looking at things. So, you know, you can get carried away with that too. So, yeah, I can add more things as I go along. So I'm going to use this to, I don't know what, I have so many nature pictures. I mean, you know, like magazine and these journals like this, that I just might start collaging some of this stuff in here. Pillbug. British soldiers. Frog. And yeah, just put a lot of nature pictures in here. Butterflies and mushrooms and fairies and hummingbirds. All right, I'm gonna go now because it is getting late. I'm sorry, I keep saying that. So yeah, stay tuned for some more play in this mushroom journal. And let's see where it goes from here. Happy junk journaling. Bye-bye.